Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the 25th of May. So today we are scrap lifting for May I Scrap Lift You, Sandie, who is State Goddess here on YouTube. And it is also her birthday. So in addition to giving her some love, make sure that you wish her a happy birthday today as well. So I am using my May Color Rush Studio kit for this layout, and I am actually going to turn Sandie's layout on its side. So she doesn't actually have any stenciling on this layout, amazingly enough, but I can't do a layout to celebrate Sandie without using one of her amazing stencils. So, of course, I grabbed my favorite Up, Up, and Away, which is a bunch of airplanes, and I used some abandoned coral, distress ink, and did the airplanes kind of going up in a diagonal from the bottom right up to the top left. And then I have two photos. She has three, but I have two. And these are more photos of my husband's first solo flight. So so after he did it, he went in, he logged everything. And so we're taking pictures by the plane with his cutoff shirt. So there's the top one is going to be him and his instructor. And then the bottom one is him, his instructor, and his buddy that they decided to get their pilot's license together. So I just thought it was appropriate to get that photo on there as well. So it is basically, hers is a horizontal design, but since I'm turning it, mine's a vertical design. And I love how it's kind of off-centered. Like her photos are not like smack dab in the center. They are over to the right. So I cut that beautiful plaid and I'm going to put it a little bit over to the right. And then I went ahead and backed my photos in the coral polka dot paper. And I decided that I needed some texture on this layout. So we have this beautiful rainbow frazzle in the kit, right? And so I was kind of looking at the plaid paper, and there's really not the kind of blue and purpley colors in that paper. So what I decided to do was actually cut up that frazzle into individual colors. So I'm going to end up with 4 of them. I'm going to end up with the pink and the orange and the yellow and the green. I decided not to do the blue. It was just a little too blue for me because I really wanted it to kind of go with the colors that were already in this kit. So you can see here that I was kind of thinking of putting them all on the left-hand bottom corner, but that's going to change a little bit. So I was looking at Sandie's layout, and she doesn't have her photos matted. But she does this frequently where she'll actually take all of her pieces and outline them in black. And that way everything just pops. And I was like, I love when she does that. So even though that's not represented on this particular layout that I am scrap lifting, I do watch her videos every day. She has been putting out a video day for years now. So I watch her mostly every morning. So I definitely feel like I know other parts of her style that I can pull while I scrap lift this as well. So I went ahead and cut down my background paper. I matted that in black. I matted my photos in black. And as you can see, I really felt like the plaid paper also needed to be matted in black. So since I had already stuck that down, I just went ahead and trimmed a small strip of paper, and I just tucked it in, as you can see there. And you can just see how every piece pops, and it just gives so much interest. So now that I have that kind of done, that's when I decide I'm going to take and separate these frazzles. So I'm going to have the pink and the orange on the bottom and the yellow and the green on top. And then I'm going to take some of the fussy cut flowers, and I am going to make 3 clusters actually. So I'm going to do 2 at the base of both of the frazzles, so it doesn't look like the frazzles just like stop like ooh. It looks like they kind of run into the flowers, and so that's kind of a good stopping point for me. And then I'm going to do one up in the very upper hand left corner. And I had this piece that I had fussy cut out from the floral paper that is that corner piece. And so it really just fit really well up there at the top. Now, there is something that is going to go on this layout that is not Sandie at all and will never end up on her layout, but I'm going to put 3 butterflies on here. So if you watched an earlier video, you know that I have justified that butterflies and them flying, and the fact that my husband and my son are now pilots and they are flying, I just feel like they go well on those layouts. I don't think she'll agree with me, but that's okay. Not a problem at all. So we all have our thing. So that's probably the least Sandie thing that's going on this layout. But it was kind of fun to just think about putting butterflies on a Scraplift of Sandie. So I'm just going to kind of make that cluster up there at the top a little bit more. I did add one of those big shaker hearts. Oh, they're so cool. It's in yellow, and I just snuggled it into the leaves of that fussy cut floral, and I just love how it looks. So I get that down there, and I believe this is when I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to kind of glue everything down. So I was trying to decide if I wanted that floral to just go to the black cardstock or all the way up in the corner, and ultimately I decide up in the corner. So here I have everything glued down, and I've added my title that says yay, and then I have this cute shaker cloud, and I decide that it fits perfectly right next to the title. I did add some sequin trails to my butterflies, so that is going to do it for this layout today. I will have all of Color Rush Studios information linked down below, as well as Sandie and her shop where you can get your hands on this stencil. I will also have the playlist for May I Scraplift You, so go give everybody some love, and remember to wear your crown. I will see you tomorrow.